Hey guys, it is officially go time. I've gone from being relatively quiet to all kinds of things going on. So the album, which is called Interference of Light, is out on pre-order now. There's also tours announced, multiple tours announced. It's gone from nothing to kind of full steam ahead. I wanted to talk to you about the album. The album was finished incredibly recently, and I mean, I'm still recovering from it. It was, so, I mean, obviously there was a lot going on in the world and it didn't let up at any point. It was relentless, and we've worked in kind of completely new ways that I'd never even thought of before because they didn't really seem necessary before. But I think everything worked together to make the album what it is, and I am unbelievably proud of it. I'm really happy. The final mix came through like a couple of days ago, and it's, yeah, I listened through it from start to finish, and I definitely think song-wise it is the best thing I've ever done. I think partly due to having loads of extra time because the world shut. So the world got shut, which gave me a huge amount of time in the studio. So the first album, actually no, let's go back to the first track. The first track I ever produced in my studio at home was Long Shot, which had some weird things going on. The snare was me slamming the lid of an Asian instrument called a guts heng. So you get this smash and then this amazing string reverb. But that was the first track I ever did. So that was on album 3. And then album 4, possibly slightly too soon, I produced the whole record. So I did that kind of on my own, and those of you that watched it will know that it was the first album ever to be made and streamed live for the 5 weeks of me putting it together. But this album, production-wise, I feel like I've arrived somewhere, and it's taken me a long time to get there, and I've been through loads of different modes and been down paths that haven't worked, been down things that at the time felt completely fruitless, but I've realised now I actually learned quite a lot from. And where it's come together is, yeah, I mean, I can't say it's exactly where I wanted it because I didn't actually know where I wanted it to land until we got to like the last few of the process. Then suddenly everything, it was a bit like those pictures that you move, you know, the magic eye pictures that you move in and out your eyes? It was like that with loads of music. It was like, what's happening? And then mixes started appearing, and that was kind of up in the top left. And then suddenly this thing appeared, and it was like, whoa, I did a thing! And I think you guys are going to really like it. And I think for touring, it's going to be quite a major step. I don't even know if it's, hopefully it's forwards. It's probably a bit diagonal, but the tours are going to be interesting. I promise you. It's going to be loud. There's going to be, yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of surprises from things from where I've been to where I can now see that I'm going. I think it's going to be really fun, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. I think it's going to enable us to, I mean, obviously the interaction between me and you guys has always been totally key, and to be honest, without that, I don't think I would have ever got signed. I don't think it would have happened, because it's that you can tell and I can feel that that's what I absolutely love, is being in front of you guys, and that amazing thing that happens when I'm making it up as I go along and you're coming with me, and it is beautiful, absolute chaos. And obviously I haven't been able to do that for a while, which is heartbreaking. I had no idea how much I relied on it until it was taken away. Such a strange kind of psychological minefield that opened up. So going from that to having so much time in the studio to put together stuff that I think sounds more like I do live than anything I've done before, I think I've found like the missing piece, this kind of bridge between what I've always done when I'm right in front of you and the records I've released. Also, we're kind of respecting the mediums in a way that I've never done before. So for streaming, it's going to be one thing. So you're going to have, it's 17 tracks. It's 17 tracks. That's how long lockdown was. It's 17 tracks long. And that's going to be on Spotify. For the vinyl, I'm actually going to curate it specially for vinyl. So I'm going to make, out of the 17 tracks, because you can't do 17 tracks not on a double album, and I listened to the Hit the Ground vinyl. I didn't put it on, someone else put it on. And there was like 3 tracks aside, and it sounds great, but if you're trying to eat, it's really annoying. And I know that now, and I'm sorry I didn't realize this at the time. So I think I want to make it so there's enough tracks that you can really get into it, and also get the shape just right, because it's a different listening experience, and that's the same with vinyl as it is with, I think with CD, we're going to do something different again. I think I'm going to put in the kind of interludes that were on the first record, because they make sense on CD. On CD, it's an obvious kind of thing to do, and hidden tracks are great as well, and all that stuff. You can, yeah, CD is amazing for that. So you listen to it from start to finish, and it can have a flow. The vinyl can have a flow, but it has to be different to the CD because it'll be too long. So I'll whittle that kind of down and curate it for vinyl. And then for the 17 tracks on Spotify, it doesn't make sense to have interludes, because no one wants like a 19-second thing to pop up on random that you liked when you liked the whole album, because it's annoying. So I'm trying to work with everything that we've kind of got access to now to give each listening experience the best experience it can possibly be. So for Spotify, if it comes up on random, it'll be normal length. It won't have like 6 minutes of silence at the end. There'll be no like kind of 20-second weird things. And for the CD, all that stuff can come back in because it works. And then for the vinyl, I think having one vinyl that sounds really good. So obviously the longer you make it, the worse it sounds up to a certain point, and then it doesn't fit at all. So it's a balancing act that I'm going to put loads of time into and make sure I get it in exactly the right place. But yeah, the tours I'm unbelievably excited about. We're also going to be releasing a bunch of singles leading up to release. So you'll hear stuff. Obviously you've heard some stuff already. We did the chapters. So you've heard a few things there, but there's a lot that you haven't heard yet that I'm very excited about you hearing, and I cannot wait. Yeah, I'm very excited.
Even the blind man feels the sun on his face and feels the rain coming down. There's no secret that we're floating in space and that the world's spinning round. It's like I never left you, I was never gone. Don't know why we left it so long. Let's get down to business, what's been going on? All this time without you feels wrong. And wherever I go, love brings me back home. Wherever I go, we will always be together, together, together. Ooh, together, together, together. Never gonna leave you, darling. We're forever and ever and ever. getting late, it's getting late, darling. It's 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 getting late, it's getting late, darling.
So the album is available for pre-order now. As well as the album, there's also all the bundles with tickets and merch and all that stuff. Also all the different types of the album. Because we're doing vinyl and CD and they're all going to be a bit different. It is out on the 20th of August.
I don't know why we left it so long. Let's get down to business.